Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, I've just been editing the next video for Dan's Enfield and I've lost a load of sound off it. I know exactly how I've done it. On the other side of this microphone, which is sat on the top of the camera, which receives the sound from this to that, has a little screen on there and the screen keeps going off. Some days it comes on, some days it doesn't want to come on. It's one of them. So I can't see what it's doing. And yeah, I've done a bit of footage and got zero sound. I'll just add a bit of that in with a bit of music so we've got something. And obviously some of the video I got the sound, but on some parts of it where I was going to clear coat the mudguard, I was trying to explain what I was using. They're the sort of parts where I lost sound, so I'll do that first. So to start with, on the bare metal, when it's all scrubbed, I use this Grip 4, which is a clear coat as well, and it's an adhesion promoter. Obviously with wanting a bare metal finish, we can't use a primer, so I found this works absolutely fine. It's just a one coat, don't go mad with it, and then obviously let that go off, then go on with your clear coat, which I use this, which is a Pro XL clear coat. Obviously it's pro, so it makes you paint like a professional, which I'd like to add. I am definitely no professional. I've got good results with these things actually. I think modern cans are a lot better than what they used to be, and you can get some really good results with them if your preparation's fine. So yeah, I lost sound, so I've had to come up here and do this little intro. It happens now and again. The joys of editing, especially with me. I'm no expert at it, as you know, but we get by. And we get the videos out, which is the main thing. Anyway, here we go. Right, I've spent about 3/4 of an hour on that, digging into the deeper marks on there. I think I've about got them all. Like I say, it's with a bare metal finish, we're going to get the odd one, you know. We're not going to get a finish like a surgical instrument, but we'll get it pretty good. Right, now I'm going to go over with a P80. Same again. Again, pretty much all of it out. It's still the odd one, but without digging in too deep, I think we've got to go with some of it, because obviously these are extremely thin anyway, so we've also got to be careful like that we don't turn it to paper thin. Right, it's getting there slowly but surely. I've been dragging a bit more of the marks out with the little belt grinder here, just working it around. Like I say, I'm definitely not going to get them all because it's just going to make the material too thin if I do. There goes my phone again. So yeah, we'll just get it as best as we can before we get onto the Scotch-Brite wheel and brush it up. Just one more glance over with the DA. I think I'm ready to get on the wheel. Oh, I've spent some time on this. I've had it on the wheel, I've just been getting on with it. I'm just getting it a once over, but what I've got to do first is basically spray the underneath. I'll do that with like a sort of stone chip guard you'd put on the sills of your car. I've only got white, so I'm just going to do it white, and I've got a bit of satin black paint that I'll go over it with. But it's getting quite late now, so I'm going to mask this off, get a couple of coats of the stone chip guard on, and then leave it overnight. And when that's gone off, I'll get a quick coat of black, because that goes off really fast. And then we'll give the outside a final once over with gloves on, so we ain't got any sweaty hands on the bare metal. Then give it a coat of clear, or a coat or two or three or four. Yeah, so I'm going to mask that off and sort that out. Just under the lip where it won't be seen. Right, moving on. This is the following day. I've actually left this, well, it's not white, it's like a cream. I thought, you know what, you can't really see this anyway, it's on the underside. The wheels are cream, so if you do see a little glance of it in places, I think it's going to look all right. It's gone off nicely. So yeah, I had a bit of an earlier finish yesterday, and Trace is away, so me and Bloom made ourselves at home. So yeah, I'm going to get this scrubbed up, gloves on, no sweaty hands on bare metal, give it a final once over. Like I say, there is a few little bits on here, but I think it adds to it. I think I said yesterday, when you see people creating a bare metal look with airbrushing, they actually airbrush imperfections in it to make it look a bit natural. Well, that's what I've seen anyway, so. A rear mudguard's never going to have a finish like a surgical instrument, a stainless steel surgical instrument. Are these gloves clean? I think they're new. Yeah, so yeah, I was going to do that black, wasn't I? Go over it, but I think that looks alright, that colour. Although, yeah, it probably looks red on this camera. But it's white. This softer mop's creating a much better finish now. I'm happy with that. It's like someone's just been cleaning it for years and years and years and years, rubbing it over, rubbing it over. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Back to the scrubbing seat. It's creating a much better finish if I just sort of go around in circles, if you know what I mean, rather than straight lines. If I remember, I'm sure that's what I've done on the Triumph that I've done. Definitely much better, that is. Definitely. Yeah, I guess some of you have had a go at bare metal finishing. You've all got your own ways or your own finishes that you want. There's no rule book. Some people seem to think you've got a rule book with custom bike building. There ain't no rule book. You don't want a rule book. You want everyone's bike to be different. Makes it more interesting, doesn't it? When you go and post all your pictures all over the internet, it gives us all something different to look at. Normally, which is quite sad, it ends up with people putting other people's builds down. So there you go. I sort of understand it if someone's done something seriously dangerous and you're just trying to watch out for them, saying, hey up mate, that could be dangerous, you might want to have a look at that. I get that, but not putting people's ideas down. I'm happy with that. I think I've just got to stop, to be honest. He says as he keeps going. Yeah, stop. I'm trying to stop. My arms are not doing as they're told. So, the best thing with bare metal, as soon as you've got it bare metal and you're happy, hit it with your coating straight away. And also, also you'll notice I've got gloves on. If you touch this with bare hands, you might not see anything to start with, but you can actually get rusty fingerprints appearing under the lacquer. With the sweat off your hands, it's quite acidic, isn't it? So it will appear under the lacquer. I've seen that before. It's quite a warm day, so it's ideal. In fact, it's boiling. And spraying clear coat over bare metal is never, ever, ever going to be as good as painting it properly. It's a weird one. It can start to degrade over time, but that's what Dan actually wants with this bike. He wants it, like I said earlier, well, that was yesterday when I said that, make your own opinion of it. It's either going to grow old disgracefully to some people or gracefully, because he's going to keep it clean, but he's going to let it age. Right, stop right there. Don't give up your day job. Bit of welding wire. Right, moving forward a couple of days, I went off and done other things, but I've sort of kept myself away from this because I'll get quite impatient with painting stuff because I just want to get it done. So I went off and done other things basically. This is on here for a couple of days now. I wasn't in the shed at all yesterday and it was a really warm day, so it gets proper warm in here with the door shut. So I guess it's had a nice baking session. It's all come out nice, so I'm happy with that. So this morning I'm going to get it on the bike. So here we go. Right, this is actually my third attempt putting this mudguard on, which sometimes happens with building everything back up when it's all painted and powdered. I'm just trying to be careful and get it all done without scratching anything. I'm just going to nip it up, but obviously when the back wheel's in, we'll get it all finalised and tighten it all up properly, because there's actually a bit on the chain guard that bolts to the mudguard as well. I'll just nip it up so it's secure. That will do for now. Alright, let's have a closer look. The mudguard probably looks pink with this camera. I think the bare metal goes excellent with the leather and the green, obviously. The green that is driving me mad. Changing colour, or shade I should say. Oh yeah, the exhaust is on as well. That's all been scrubbed up, because like I said before, we don't want nothing bright chrome, so everything's just having a scrub over just to dull it all off a bit. It's taking shape. Oh, I'm happy with that. Right, there we go. Another bit ticked off the list. That's literally took me 3 days to film this bit of a video with paint drying and stuff like that. But we've got there. Next, I think I'm going to get the front wheel in. So that'll be the next video. And then I've got to do the dummy oil tank for all the electrics. Obviously it's all made. I've just got to clear coat it. I don't think I'll bother filming spraying clear coat. We'll just get it done and get it on. And when that's on, obviously I've got the back wheel to build as well. I've got the spokes coming for that. And when that's on, I'm going to start the wiring. And we are well and truly on the home run, getting closer to having this thing finished. Anyway, that'll do for this video. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.